folded a bunch of Nazis into our government and made the CIA.
Right.
Of course the Nazis wanted revenge because the communists fucking whooped their fucking asses.
Well, do we know why the Nazis even did what they did in the first place? Are you aware of that, or do you just have the winner of the war story about what happened?
It's the inevitable. It's the same thing that's happening now with the United States. It's the inevitable fucking result of capitalism.
Well,
fascism is always the end stage of capitalism.
Is it?
Yep. That's what it was last time. That's what it is now.
Well, that's not what was going on in Germany that led them to fascism. Look up the Weimar Republic. I'll tell you what led to it. It was a time of progressionism. A time of progressionism pushing trans ideology when Magnus Hirschfeld, the gay pedophile Jew, started his Institute of Sexology.
I'm not into hating on minorities and shit, but I will agree with you that neoliberalism, the neoliberalism that comes with fucking the corporatism part of stage of capitalism, it was there then and it's been here now. But the neoliberalism is a way more conservative ideology than what you think. Like,
they were in a Great Depression, brother. They were in a Great Depression in 1929.
Yep.
Caused by the banks. The central banking issue caused the whole problem.
Yeah.
And it was owned by Jews, by Rothschilds. I'm not attacking minorities when I say that. I'm just saying the truth.
But listen, think about it like it's those families. It's not like coincidentally they are that, but not all people that are that are fucking Rothschilds.
No, I know there were Warburgs too. Right? The Warburgs that owned the German banks that helped plunge them into the Great Depression. His brother, Max.
There's a bunch of families that have passed down how to keep their fucking boots on everybody's necks.
But a lot of them came from look this up, and don't look at Wikipedia. Look at actual record and look at contemporary sources of information, because we're reading stuff that was written by people that did not live it.
Right.
Okay, so we're these people that are telling us what happened but don't have a fucking clue, right, are just regurgitating a lie.
Here's my thing about why I think communism is cool, because it's the only thing they've ever been afraid of.
And I'll tell you why it's not cool, because it was created by a bunch of pedophiles that think it's fine to fucking...
Maybe they just made you think that because it's literally the only thing that ever...
They didn't make me think that. Do you know who Karl Marx is?
Yeah, I know who Marx is.
Father of communism, right? I got his book right here. You want to see?
Das Kapital.
I'll show you. I've got the Communist Manifesto here on my bookshelf somewhere. I'm educated. I'm not some fucking idiot that just walked out of the hills and doesn't know what I'm talking about. I know I got a little bit of an accent, but that doesn't mean shit.
Das Kapital's worth reading. I don't know so much about the Communist Manifesto.
Well, I'll tell you. His real name is not Karl Marx. That's not his real name. He changed it. His real name is Moses Levy, and he's the son of a rabbi, a Talmudic rabbi. So all of the ideologies that he put forth in the Communist Manifesto and the beginning of Marxism and communism is all from the Talmud, all of it. And if you don't know anything about the Talmud, you need to educate yourself. And that's not going to be easy, because in the Talmud, it tells them to keep this from the Goyim. Don't let them see it. We are Goyim, human cattle, livestock.
I'm not your Goyim.
Well, to them, you are, is what I mean. So they're going to hide it from you, and they control the media, right? I mean, there's no argument there. And they control a lot of the internet. It's kind of their golem. They created it, and it's a big beast that's getting out of control, and they're getting really upset. And that's why Benjamin
I just don't buy into all the dogma around it, like the magical thinking part of it, you know.
Well, what do you mean?
Like just because people put a lot of effort in to make a series of events happen to line up with some shit they believe, doesn't mean it like really is gonna have like a magical effect.
Okay, so let me explain. If they believe their prophecy is to destroy most of the world and to make the Goyim submit, and have 2,800 Goyim slaves.
They'll
And they're trying to make this happen. They're trying to make it happen.
We've had people try to make that kind of shit happen before.
Yeah, but they didn't own all the banks, and they didn't own 80% of Hollywood, and they didn't fucking own all the media, and they didn't fucking have us under their thumb, and they didn't have all of our politicians bought and paid for and blackmailed.
We're in a bleak situation, bro.
Yeah, they've been kicked out of 109 countries for a reason. At what point are you gonna, if you had a kid that had been kicked out of 109 schools, at what point are you gonna say, well, you know what? I think it might be my kid.
Probably never, if it's your kid.
Yeah, and if all you're going to do is defend a poor minority that has been victimized and victimized and victimized, if you're just going to ignore it because of that.
Because I know people like what you're talking about. I know Zionists, and I know people that are just Jewish, and they're not the same people.
I'm not talking about all Jews.
Then it says Zionists, bro.
Well, it's not just Zionists either. It's atheist Jews. I have a problem with them as well.
What are they? What the fuck are they?
So,
you're
going to disagree with me.
You're going to disagree with me. Like the colonist settler people.
Well, I can tell that and I don't mean this in a negative way. I have the utmost respect and love for you. I don't even know you. Just met you today, so I don't want you to take this negatively. But I can tell, just from talking to you a little bit, that you have a little bit of a leftist type of mind. I mean, you said you like communism, and from the other things that I've heard you say, it's very leftist.
Definitely a leftist.
Okay, well, here's the problem. I'm a fucking Nazi. At least that's what people call me. I'm extremely right-wing. I'm more right-wing than the current conservative party in America. I am super right, like farther right than you could probably imagine. I'm very right.
We're like the fucking polar opposites then.
Probably, yeah.
I'm like so left where you get your guns back.
Oh no.